It's about clothes, it's about style, it's about what's worthwhile. It's about life, it's about you.
Usually when I do my makeup, I start with my eyes and I do the shadow and the liner and the mascara, and then from there I do a cover under my eyes and the base. So I think that the most important thing on the eye, even if you don't wear any makeup at all, you should always have a little bit of mascara. For some reason it just tends to open up your eye and make it look bigger. So I use a really thick mascara, black mascara. I think it's a little bit more dramatic. And then I go to pencil, and I do a little bit of pencil just right here, close to the eyelashes, and underneath the lashes. So it makes it a little bit more open and more dramatic. That line just makes the eyelashes stand out a little bit more. Next thing I do is I take a brown, I like browns, or a dark green around my eyes. This way here, I make a V shape coming from underneath my eye and above my eye. That draws your eye outwards. The next thing I do is I take a lighter color, maybe a peach or a pink or something along those lines, and I come in right in here. And that makes the eye look more open also, so it doesn't close in on your nose. For evening, it's nicer to have a little bit of a sparkly color in there. Then I use a cover-up under my eyes. Patting it in gently. I sometimes mix my base with a little bit of moisturizer, because if it's a water base, it can be a little bit drying. As soon as the water evaporates out of it, you're left with nothing but cake on your face. And when you're under lights for long hours, the lights can take the moisture right out of your base, spreading it evenly all over your face, especially around the nose. On the bridge of the nose, it tends to get more sun than other parts of your face, and on your chin. And I do the blush before I do the powder, because if you make a mistake with your blush, you can always blend it over with a powder. If you put it on too thick or unevenly, you can always erase it with a powder without ending up putting too much powder on. So I go right under the eye, high on the cheekbone with a light color. Followed underneath by a little bit of a more dramatic, darker color, so it brings out your cheekbones more. And I finish off blending my eyeshadow with my blusher right up underneath the eyebrow and drawing it out into my temple. Followed by along the jawline, very lightly. Just so that if you're in a heavy light, a white light especially, it separates your chin from your neck. Most people put their powder on with a powder puff. I like a big brush. It just seems to spread more evenly all over. First, I line the lip with a lip pencil. If you want your lips to look a little bit thicker, it's best to go along the outer edge of your lip, not the inner edge. I use a lipstick pencil just to keep my lipstick from running. Then I use a lipstick brush to fill in the rest of my lip, smearing and blending with the line that I just drew on, blotting off any excess. And then I do once over for last check with powder. Make sure there's no excess shine. that's it.
It's about looks, it's about life, it's about you.